Today is a rollercoaster ride. Strap yourselves in. Hello there, viewers. Welcome back. It's me, Dr. Benji FM, and it's the Arsenal Complete Playthrough. Can I just say, so far, the support on the series has been pretty immense. So thank you for watching. If you're still enjoying it, drop a like, and let's delve into today's episode. So as you can see, we currently sit 8th in the Premier League table. We've played some matches. We'll run through those in a minute. We've got the Euro Cup, of course, coming next year, and the FA Cup third round. We drew Wolves in that. That's on the 6th of January, so that's a little while away as well. In recent games, things have been mixed. I think mixed is probably the best way to describe it. After our 1-0 win against Atalanta, we followed that up with a 1-1 draw against Stoke. A Petr Cech own goal was cancelled out, luckily, by Gay. Getting the goal. 1-1 against Stoke is not awful, but, you know, it's a home game that really we should be winning. And we continued our good form. Bournemouth, they beat me in the Carabao Cup, and now a 3-2 defeat. Jermaine Defoe got the final goal for them in the 3-2. It was 72 minutes. We were 2-1 up in the game, and then we just threw it away a little bit. Benekophobia again getting a goal, but Defoe's strike, as you've seen there, is a beauty. So credit to him, I guess. We bounced back, though, luckily for us. 1-0 win over Huddersfield. Quite an interesting game. Gay got himself sent off after getting a goal previously. Now gets himself sent off on 49. And Surrey had missed a penalty already in the game. I thought, here we go. Away at Huddersfield, this is going to go well. But no, it was Xhaka with the goal, 75 minutes in. Ozil with the assist. And a player of the match award for him as well. Getting involved in the game and making impact finally. Final group game against Partizan didn't really make much difference to the group stage, and we lost it anyway, 1-0. Surrey this time getting sent off, so he'll miss the games coming up in the. It was a straight red as well, so I don't know if he misses 1 or 2. Actually, we should check that very briefly. Surrey will miss one Euro Cup match, so we'll miss the first leg of our knockout rounds, which is disappointing. I think who is that against? Fenerbahce. I don't know if we mentioned that, but it's against Fenerbahce. And then more recently, a 2-0 win over Swansea. The final goal coming from Ozil. You can see finally influencing games and being a part of them. And did all right. So there we are. Ozil with the goal. When we're winning games, I don't like to make changes. I just feel like I don't want to influence. I don't want to basically change the status quo. Especially on 70, I'm thinking, right, ordinarily here I would make a change, but at 1-0, we're comfortable in the game. I want us to carry on being comfortable. If we look at the match stats, you can see, dominant performance, no shots for Swansea, so why rock the boat, right? Admittedly, yeah, we should rotate more, but I'm quite good at resting players and keeping them fit, so I'm not too worried about that. If we take a look at the squad then, everyone's in pretty good condition. Aaron Ramsey and Olivier Giroud are both on their way back from injury as well. And if we take a look at the tactics screen, you can see we're sticking with this formation currently, the 4-2-2-2 formation. And Perisic is really good. Since I brought him in, he's been under the radar a little bit, scores goals occasionally, but is a really solid performer. And if we can get similar performances now, out of Ozil on the other side, you can see 7.32 and a 7.22. If these guys are playing well, they can certainly create. It's the middle portion that is sometimes a bit worrying. I don't like it when we don't have Gay and Seri in the centre. I think the fact they've got good engines and they're technically very good means that those two midfielders almost act like three midfielders because of their work rate. And you don't necessarily get that with Xhaka and Coquelin or whoever you put in there, whether it's Wilshere, whether it's Ramsey. You don't quite get the same level of intensity, which is a bit concerning. But as we go into today's game, we are indeed going to bring Seri back in for Xhaka on one side and Gay's going to play on the left for Coquelin, and I believe everything else is going to remain the same. Actually, no, we'll bring Kolasinac back in, and that will I'm trying to. That will complete our lineup for this first game, and the first game today is Watford. Coming up later, Manchester United. So we're playing with a higher tempo these days. I mean, for those that are interested, I just noticed there, Perisic is struggling for fitness. I think we'll start him and then maybe bring Wilshere on second half. We're playing with a higher tempo. It just seems that we move the ball that bit quicker. Of course, the tempo being higher would suggest that, but I feel like it's benefiting us. Recent games have been a bit hit and miss. Bournemouth, I don't know what's up with. Okay, Bournemouth are annoying, is what I'm getting at. Watford have Michy, interestingly. They must have loaned him in from Chelsea. They're playing a 4-1-4-1 formation. And luckily for us, that should mean we'll be okay defensively. I guess we'll see, though. Passionately say, we've been on a good run lately. Go out there and impress me. I'm not sure that's true. I'm going to say the media have been on your backs for ages now. This is the chance to go out there and stick it to them by proving them wrong. And that has sincerely motivated them as they are walking out of the tunnel and looking ready for action. I've got my lovely coat on in the distance there as the game is underway. Now, there's been, again, people are requesting 3D. I'm not really sure what to do. I did a poll and it was very even. So I think what we're going to do, for the big games, we'll put it in 3D. For the games I'm not considering big, we'll keep it in 2D. So is that a compromise? That's for me, that's a compromise. So Manchester United coming up, 3D. Okay, I think that'll be okay. Still got 3D replays though, so that's fine. Right, chance here. Seri with the ball, play towards that back post, and Belle's there, plays it across the box. Is it a penalty kick? It is a penalty kick. I've seen an influx in penalties. I've been streaming quite a bit recently, and I feel like penalties are happening very often. Seri takes the penalties and hopefully bags one. Of course, he missed one in one of the more recent games, so this is a chance for him to stay on the penalties. Miss this, and we'll think about changing up our taker. Score this, and we're loving life. As he's going to step up here. Is it Gomez in goal? I assume it's not Gomez in goal. It's the Greek keeper whose name I will avoid. And Seri then to give Arsenal, hopefully, a 1-0 lead. Steps up and... Oh, he's hit the bar and he can't touch it. And it's... Oh, for God's sake, get him off the penalties. So at half-time, it's been a relatively even game. We're not dominating games, as I hope we would do. We've had a penalty kick, of course, that we've missed. But team-wise, we talked about Perisic before. We are going to bring on Jack Wilshere, and we're going to play him as an advanced playmaker. I mentioned this a few episodes ago, and I think it works quite nicely. So hopefully, I'll be proven right in this second half. I'm going to say you've been unlucky so far, because we should be winning. And Petr Cech seems motivated. He's the only one. I've got Benteke on the bench, if needs be, so... Look out for that. Yeah, let's change one of these up. Let's put the league table there. You can see we're currently in 8th position as things stand. If we win today, we could leapfrog a couple of teams here and be right up next to Manchester City, which, considering our season, if we said we'd be level on points with City after 17 games, I'd have gone, that's not too bad. Half an hour to go, though, and we're not seeing many chances. Southampton have taken a lead against United. 20 minutes to go. I think changes are a must at this stage. Lacazette and Dembele are doing little to nothing to be involved. Do we go for I'm tempted here to go for a double change. I think we are going to go for a double change. We're going to get both strikers off. We're going to bring on Nelson to play out on the wing. I'm going to stick Mesut Ozil in behind these two boys. In behind Benteke, who's going to play as our target man attack for the rest of the game. Let's see if that makes a difference. We've still got Wilshere on one side playmaking, but we've dragged Ozil into the middle. Hopefully he can influence the game a little more, as the time is starting to ebb away if we're not careful. Southampton, by the way, 2-0 lead. Romeu scored. And if Manchester United aren't in form as we play them, that's fine with me. Our midfield is probably a little stronger now. We match up against Watford slightly better for the final however long. It's whether Watford can find the gaps. As Klassenak's fouled him there. He's jumped in with 2 feet. Has he really? He's jumped in with 2 feet, viewers. So he's been sent off for a shocking tackle. We've made all 3 subs. Of course we have. So Bellerin's going to have to play at centre. He should be fine there. It shouldn't be a problem. Nelson and Wilshere, I'm going to drop them both back now, I guess. Wilshere is a wide playmaker. Nelson as a winger. It's a disaster. It's a 0-0, isn't it? It's a 0-0 against Watford, and the pressure's going to be growing. And Arsenal Fan TV will not be enjoying that. Right, United coming up. They lost 3-0 to Southampton, who are having a decent season themselves. West Ham are top of the table. Sorry? Well, that puts us in 8th. We're not far. Do you know what, actually, I've just realised? We're on 27. Chelsea are in 4th on 30? How? Is everybody rubbish? And West Ham are just cruising their way to victory. Oh, God, no. Post-match press conference about to begin. God. Right, we don't need to panic. Me and Marco Silva got on really well. Marvin played well as well. Klasak's banned. That's a week's wages. He accepts he's fine. Benteke's finding it tough. Hasn't scored yet. How many games is that? 7 appearances now. Not got a goal. The board want to chat about the Watford performance. Now, in fairness, we had a man sent off, so I'll bring that up probably. Attend the meeting. We're disappointed with the result against Watford. I would like to know what happened. We were just unlucky. On another day, the result would have been a lot better. That's just the way it goes in the game sometimes. That's what we'll say. We agree. If a bit more luck had gone your way, then we wouldn't be having this meeting. If they can acknowledge that, then why on earth are we having the meeting in the first place? So it was that felt like a test. Hang on, Arsene was right. What does it say about being unlucky? If it rains, it's fine. If you're unlucky... Plus, I should really have done more revision. Christian Benteke has completed his intensive language course. What? He's been in the country for 6 years, and he's Belgian. Belgians are quite good at English. I've been. Christian. I've seen him do interviews. Why has he been doing it? No wonder he's not been scoring. He's had his own test apparently. Right, a win against Manchester United, and that will complete the comeback of this season. Maybe Bellerin wants to discuss the future. I mean, it's not really time. It's not time for it. Hector Bellerin wants to discuss the future. It's not time for life's big questions, Bellerin wants to discuss the future. It's not time for life's big questions, Hector. Not right now. We'll do a quick briefing ahead of the game against Manchester United. I think... Oh, both fullbacks are suspended. That's good news. Right, with that in mind, we're not going to play attacking against them. We're going to play on the counter-attack. As you're all very familiar with it, apparently, and very little reaction. That was all I was going to say, and they do not care. Lucky for us, Monreal and Carmona. They're going to play, those fullbacks. Bringing 2 Spaniards in. We'll see how we get on. Right, we're inconsistent. They're decent. They've lost 2 in a row, to be fair. Burnley and Southampton. I mean, they're on the ropes. It's fair to say they are on the ropes, and it's time for us to take full advantage. Okay, team-wise, I think we're going to start with what we had last time out and see if it makes a difference. We'll switch around Lacazette and Dembele, see if that makes any difference whatsoever. They don't like it. Shall we... Maybe we'll play them in their natural positions. The problem is they both want to be complete forwards. Can you play 2 complete forwards? Let's play 2 complete forwards. I think that means we've completed the forwards. So let's complete the forwards. Team-wise, we're going to be the same. Benteke on the bench, and now he's finished doing his languages. I think he might be a bigger threat if brought on. And you can see there from the Manchester United team, Lukaku, Mkhitaryan, Lingard, Martial, Matic and Fellaini in the middle. No Paul Pogba, I notice, and Zlatan is on the bench, as is Marcus Rashford. So they're not... I want to say they're at full strength. Smalling and Jones at the back as well. Team talk-wise, let's go for a passionate. Go out there and give these fans their money's worth. We're away from home. They've travelled a long way. And let's go straight into it then. Right, kicking off. Here you can see, a lovely angle of Old Trafford. You can see the corner there, Old Trafford. Very nice. Right, it's a big game, so we return to 3D. Right, I'm having this camera angle because this is how I like it. Hopefully you all approve. Right then, it's a titanic clash. You know, we've seen this game many times. It often brings about good results. I'm thinking more recently, Arsenal had a very good victory at the Emirates. I remember the 8-2, of course, and then time after time. I mean, what's gone on there? It's a chance for Perisic. Time after time, this game has provided some big moments. You think about when they were going for 50-0 and it was 49-0. Things are looking okay. Mkhitaryan's injured, interestingly. Who have they brought on then, or have they already replaced him? Juan Mata's come on and has already picked up an injury. Well, this is going brilliantly well as he takes the corner. I mean, it's not going as well as first thought. But what a bizarre 1-2 that is. Oh, okay. What is that? I'm sorry. Game, but that is the most ridiculous 1-2 you're ever likely to see. It's Mata's corner. We'll look at it again from pretty much the same angle, and then Martial plays it back out to him, and then first time just plays it back to him. It's extravagant, and then we've got to skip it after I've said, oh, well, Mata's a bit injured. That's going to be a shame. Brilliant news. Oh, not again. Mata corner plays it in. This time on the head of Chris Smalling. And it hits the bar. We're playing a counter-attacking system so far. Not much is coming from it, and you can't really counter-attack from a goal kick as it's launched upfield. Smalling gets there first. It's Gay into Ozil and forward to Lacazette, who's working this nicely. A challenge comes in from Fellaini. Vicious tackle. Perisic picks it up. Plays it to Ozil, and Matic comes in and tackles him, and now Lukaku with a chance to break and counter themselves. Manchester United not playing overly defensively in this one, looking to break forward when possible. As Mata's dictating things out to Martial. They love a 1-2, those two. Lukaku drives it at goal, and I don't know if it was Lukaku or Matic. I don't really know what's gone on. Matic seems to be celebrating, and it's 2-0 after a vicious counter-attack. Pretty shambolic. I'm not sure how this finish actually occurs. If I'm honest, it's played out there, and then Matip, I think Lukaku controls it, and then Matip just strikes it in. Flip it. Right, we're coming off counter-attack, and it's clearly not working. Let's go for it. Let's attack. Fight fire with fire. That's what I say. It's another corner. We know how these have gone so far. Ball whipped in, and now we're taking part in the 1-2s. Mata puts it back in again. Fellaini headed off the line. Lingard, flipping heck. We've had more possession, but you don't get any points for that. So, bit of a waste, really. But still very, very tight at the top. We're not really out of the conversation. We're 18 games played, 27th. I mean, we're at Old Trafford. It's not an easy fixture. Then again, that Watford game was. So, at half-time, not good. Do we go for some formation man antics? I'm tempted. I think we're going to, we're going to assertively say, show me something else in the second half. Not only that, I mean, maybe I've done that team talk prematurely. Guay's going to go back in to that. I called him Gay and Guay. It's literally a mixture. Perisic, can you play in the middle? You can't, apparently. So you might have to come off, mate, if I'm going to be so cruel. I am. Xhaka's going to come on. A bit more of a presence in the middle to deal with someone like Fellaini. He's going to play as the playmaker in a deeper lying role. And then we're going to have Seri playing as the advanced playmaker. we've got a lot of playmakers in that forward area, and Lacazette is going to change up to an advanced forward. We need a bit of change here. Right, we've switched it up. Hopefully this will result in goals. Well, just anything, a chance will be nice. Mata's now also gone off, and Rashford's come on. So he's done his piece, has he? As United are looking very competent at home. After 2 defeats, you'd think this is maybe when they're at their weakest. But no, they're not. They're arguably at their strongest, which is bizarre. Tactically, I'll be getting criticised, I've no doubt. Maybe we shouldn't be doing any of these things. Maybe we should take off the tempo being high and the retain possession tempo thing not working. Counterproductive, maybe. So we're just going to take them both off because I've panicked. Is it time for Christian Benteke to come on and score a hat-trick? I think if there was ever a moment he fancied doing it, now would be preferred. We'll get him on, target man attack, and we'll get Wilshere on for Seri, who's had a poor game again. So all 3 substitutes have been made. Mustafi's suffering out there, just keeping him up. What's that timing on? We've just made the change. No, we've just made the triple change, and instantly, Dembele's got injured. We're 3-0 down. So that's Benteke against 4. Not scored in 8 games, so I'm not sure how this is going to go. Of all the games, Carmona on that side, into Benteke. Christian Benteke hits the post, viewers. So still without a goal. Good stuff. And now it's United's turn to attack. Rashford, he's on the edge, gives it to Phil Jones. Of course, they've got an extra man now. We've been punished for no reason. We're down to 10 men again, which I feel is harsh. We've had a sending off in the first game. We've had Chris Smalling scored a volley. So we might as well just end it there, boys. We might as well just call off the episode there. And yeah, we're done. We're done here. So let's just... I'd love to make a substitution at this point, but I can't. We've got maybe a chance. I mean, who knows? My Carmona, go down the line, cross it in, Benteke's head. Oh, he's had a shot, which is not what we wanted. Again, if you don't know the my Sharona thing, this is going to make no sense whatsoever. Wilshere, a corner, a chance. How much money is he on? 10 minutes to go. Well, all hope's lost, isn't it? So, getting battered away at Old Trafford. Oh, actually. Like there is a note there. Say you'll bounce back. Everything is gonna be fine. There has to be some togetherness. So I guess that's what we'll say after the game then. See the 8-2 defeat. Oh yeah. Did Ashley Young score? No. Okay, so if so, cry. No, he's not. No, so we'll leave that then. The ball's thrown in. They walk off the pitch. Not even clapping the away fans. That'll annoy some of them. And there we are. It's Manchester United 4. It's Arsenal 0. And again, we've bottled it in a big game. I'm far from pleased with what I've just seen. That's what I'll tell them privately. Publicly, though, we'll bounce back. So, and that puts us in 9th position. Tottenham have gone ahead of us. Oh, good. There's another meeting. Dembele injured, 13 days. Gay injured, 5 weeks. Benteke injured, 12 days. Still searching for that first goal. There's a press conference. If I managed to the team based on opinions of every supporter, we'd probably be in ruins. I'm happy with the way we played here. Despite losing, I'm really pleased with that, but no, can't say that. We didn't do ourselves justice today. I've made a commitment to play football the right way, and we're going to attack as often as possible. Probably not a good idea. You would surely agree that no one understands these rivalries better than the locals. Yeah, the Arsenal team you feel today had no such players. Might that be a factor in how the game planned out? You're under an immense amount of pressure at the moment. Am I? What gives you that idea? Oh, yeah. Would you be asking for patience from the chairman? Yes, we need consistency. A result like this against such fierce rivals must hurt your pride. I'm disappointed but not disheartened. There's positives to take from today. And yeah, now Gay's out and injured, so I'd rather not comment at this stage. It looked potentially serious. Can we estimate how long he's out for? I'd rather not talk about it at the moment. Any plans to... I mean... I'd rather not talk about it at the moment. They'll probably want to hear a proper answer. I've declined 3 questions. Obviously, it's a big loss, but we'll do to get by without him. Matic was good today, wasn't he? Get out. I've left again. Don't want to talk about Matic. Who gives a shit about Matic? Okay, the board wish to hold a meeting with you regarding your position at the club. Your performance hasn't been good enough and your position is under serious threat. Failure to attend the meeting will result in the board terminating your contract. How is our relationship right now? Very insecure. Well... Good. Okay. Attend the meeting. We are not happy with the current performances and are considering your position at the club. We would like to know why you think the team have performed so badly. Okay. Do we say, this is my first job in management, and as such, I hope you can overlook my errors to date and let me grow as a manager. We've been really unlucky with the amount of injuries the players have suffered. I hope you give me more time to turn things around, and we've had a difficult run of games recently. No, we haven't. Therefore, I feel like you should afford me more time to put things right. That's just not true. So do we go with option number 1 or 2? If you look at the medical centre, you can see there's been injuries. I think we go with injuries, although that might be brave. That we've had injuries recently, so the number of injuries in the squad isn't that bad. We do not see that as a valid reason. Okay, tell me what I need to do to save my job. We will give you some more time, but we expect to see you pick up 10 points in the next 5 games. I don't mind you setting me a points target. Can we lower it a little bit? We feel that is acceptable. If you don't agree with it, there is no other choice but to fire you. I agree. I accept the challenge and we will get on with it. 10 points. Who have we got out of interest? Let's have a look. The league leaders West Ham. Chelsea. City. Doesn't say anything. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't. There's no plan for this. See you next time.